Hi again, welcome to another video, and yeah, I'm back. I don't think I've done a video for over a month now. A few reasons. One, I've been busy with work. I have been in the shed a little bit on and off, and had recorded some stuff, but I had a problem. What I do to do my videos, I use this iPhone 6 to record the stuff in the shed, and then I transfer that to my iPad, and then I've got an editing app on there, and I do it through that editing app, and it works quite well. But the problem being, I'd recorded quite a lot of footage of certain things. I've lost a lot of it now, of a strimmer I did, and bits and pieces, and some mower work and that. And what happened is, when I tried to delete something off of my iPad, it deleted off of it, but it didn't register in the storage on the iPad. So it was never getting any lower, and I was up to capacity, so it would never let me, however much I deleted, it never made any difference. So, and I needed that when you transfer it, I use an app called Transfer Pro, or Simple Transfer, one or the other, to move it from the phone to the iPad or vice versa, and I can to the PC as well. But on the device, like the iPad, I needed a little bit of space. Sometimes you do need a little bit of space because it like converts the video in the process, and I didn't have that space, so I had to restore my iPad to factory settings, and that was a lot of hassle in itself. You'd think it'd be easy, but no, it wouldn't. Once I'd done that, it wouldn't activate the iPad again, and yeah, I managed to get there in the end anyway. So the iPad is basically clear now. I lost a lot of footage, but I'm going to start again. So yeah, so there's some stuff I did manage to move, so I've got to work through that and sort out what I can use and what I can't. But I have been getting on with a few things. A few mows have gone, I've done off camera, so that's helped buy some parts for the projects. It's mainly been Puches I've been working on at the moment. There's another edition as well. I've bought something else since I've been, well, let's say I had a little break from YouTube. And yeah, so I'll probably save that for the next video, because it's going to be difficult, because I haven't really still got a lot of room in here. I've had a bit of a tidy up, but it's still pretty untidy in here. So I'll show you what I have been doing in a minute. And I'm sorry if you were looking forward to the video of it, but yeah, it was only... Well, I'll show you. I know some of you are probably looking forward to some work that I was doing on this purple Puch. This is the second one. I got the 1974. Well, I just really cracked on, really, and to get it on the road, and it is just about there now. Well, actually, it is on the road. It's taxed, and it is insured. I haven't been out on it yet. A couple of little issues. I'll tell you about them in a minute. But yeah, it really was, to be honest, a lot of boring work, really, because it was mainly cleaning things out. The exhaust is absolutely filthy. I've had that all apart and cleaned it out. The engine's nice and clean now. That was a big job in itself, because it was so caked in oil and like greasy dirt and oil all mixed together. I've ordered a few parts what I wasn't going to order. I did buy a new seat for it. I thought I just would, because that's the bit you sit on. That's the comfy part of it. So I want that to be as comfy as it can be. Not a bad seat. It has Puch. You can just see it there. When I get it out, I'll show you a lot better. I bought a rear rack because my old one was really rusty, so I bought a new rack. I cleaned up the exhaust the best I could, and it doesn't look bad. I sprayed the pedal bit there, just in some silver paint. They were quite cheap, so I bought them. I bought some side covers as well, just because, oh wow, the old ones of these were really in a bit of a mess. The handlebars I did clean up, they're not too bad. And basically had a very, very good clean. I did paint the front mudguard. I don't remember whether I ever told you that, because I did that quite a while back. Yeah, it's had a good clean up. Oh, the light come with the... I said I bought a new edition, and the light did come with that, so I used the light off of that, but my original Speedo, and I fixed all the lights and everything. Fixed the back light. I had to do a bit of welding. You won't be able to see it here, but you might be able to just see that bit of red oxide around there, because I had to do a bit of welding right inside the mudguard. It rotted through, so I had to do that. And yeah, it's got the new tyres on it, so yeah, it's all ready to go. Brakes are all good, it starts okay. The couple of problems I've got is the carburetor did flood the other day, so I'm going to put the rest of the carb kit in that. I'd only used the rubber ring up to now, so that's what I might do in a minute, just take that apart because I've got the rest of, here it is, the card kit there. I won't use it all, but I'll use the new float. I'll use the new needle valve, which is just there. So I'll do that, and so that'll help it, well, hopefully stop it leaking. And yeah, hopefully I'll get out on the road in the next few days, but the weather doesn't look great for that. But I might better give it a little whiz up the road, and once I get the feel of it and that, I'll put a clamp on and we'll go for a little ride, get the GoPro on it and go for a little ride on it. So yeah, I'm pleased I've got that on the road. Later date on this will probably be total restoration. I think I'll sandblast this one down. And I've got a colour in mind for it actually. It will be a change of colour because the plans is to keep the silver one I think I called Sylvia. That's a 1976, the year I was born. That one is going to stay the same as it is, silver, and I've got a few £100 worth of parts coming right now. They're on their way, and I bought some parts in that before, so that basically, apart from the frame and the engine, that one's going to have all brand new parts on it. So my next job on that one will be to do the engine bearings and all that. But I wanted one on the road at the moment, so this one was the best candidate for that really. So yeah, so that's why I got on with this and just sort of recommissioned it really to get it on the road. It's all, like I said, the new tyres on it now. The brakes are all good. All the chains have been cleaned up and everything, and re-oiled. Lights have all been sorted, the horn works, so basically it's all good because this is tax and MOT exempt. So I had to go to the post office and they sent my log. I'd already got the logbook back for it, and then they sent it off again because it has to be changed from moped or bicycle or something to historic. So once I get back to historic, it'll just be easy each time just to tax it, because that's all I have to do, just tax it. And insurance, and the insurance is in place. That was just over £100, a little bit more than I thought it'd be actually, but it took me a while to go through everything, and I don't think I got it much cheaper anyway, so I just stuck with that and went for it. So yeah, this is actually all on the road. I just want to sort out that carb problem. There's one other little problem, because the tyres are slightly wider now. I slightly catch on that, so I'm going to see if I can get that off and see if I can take it to make it bend round sort of more circular rather than that little kink in it. It only just catches. I had sort of done it before, but yeah, I'll see if I made it a little bit better. It needs a new stand. It is, because I have put on a block of wood to make it sit up. I've got that on order. That's coming with the other parts. So yeah, this one's all good to go. But like I said, in the future, when I get the silver one done, I shall probably strip this one down, and then I've even got colour in mind for it. Well, I'll tell you colour, let me know what you think. Because what's going to be the plan is, this is going to be semi-modified. I'll go with the EBR forks, if you know what they are. You will do. If you don't know, look them up, but you will do going forward, because I will show you what they're like. EBR forks in it. It'll have mag wheels. Because I actually have bought some of them. I'll show you them in a later video. I want the mag wheels to be black. I want the EBR forks to be in there, because they're much better than these. I'll go for different shocks, and I didn't really like the colour much, but I think it would work, because in the 70s orange was used quite a lot, and I thought I'd try to maybe do this with an orange sort of classic modern twist sort of thing. And I've seen the minis, and I think they come up as hot orange, I think they call it. I think it would look quite good if it was that colour, even though I'm not a great fan of orange. I just think it would work on this, and with black and mag wheels, and then maybe different headlight and that, just to sort of customize it a bit. And like I said, the silver one is going to stay standard, and yeah, there's a new edition, I told you, but we'll go into that afterwards. I've got plans for that as well. But yeah, that's the plan for this at the moment. So I won't go too much more into this at the moment. I apologise, you didn't see me sort of put all this back together, but the trouble with the iPad really did stall me. But now I think my iPad's got 128k memory, and I've used about 10 of it now, so there's plenty of room for videos on it. So yeah, this is all, it starts really quick. It just did get flooded the other day, so I think the float stuck. So I think if I put the new needle valve in and the new float, that should solve that problem. And everything else is more or less straightforward. Number plate I got there, £20 for a number plate from Halfords for this. I thought that was a bit steep. Even the bloke that ordered it for me thought it was steep. I've left the front number plate on it there. The horn's okay, but the button for the horn is a little bit sticky. But we'll see how that goes. I have got a new one of them anyway, so I could refit that. To be honest, it wouldn't hurt having a new bit of wiring on it anyway, but we'll see how it goes. I have got the grey cover for this side too. It's on that side, but I took it back off because I want to get that carb off. And yeah, that's about it with this one. So yeah, I have got one on the road. We'll go through another thing in the shed, which is this old Atco Balmoral. Basically, I'm just going to strip a few bits down off of that and scrap the rest. So that's what that's doing in here. I've got Hater 40. No, it's actually a Hater Hawk outside, and that's a bag for it. So I'm going to get that fixed up. Basically, a bit more money towards projects. And then I'm not really quite sure what I'm going to get onto next. I think it may well be the Yamaha. I bought a few bits for that lately, and I think I'll get on with that next. But while that's going along, I shall be working on the bench on a few things. And this is another thing I've bought since I don't think I'd bought it when I did my last video. This was just a spare engine for a Puch. It was a reasonable price. I got offered it. I was watching it and I got offered it about knocked about £30 off what they were asking for it. So I thought I'd buy it, and they said it was stuck. I thought it won't be too bad, but actually it was quite seized. I've got it turning now, and I think that will be okay. I do think that needs bearings and that done, but I'm going to start it up first to see if it runs, and then I might rebuild this one. And yeah, I have sort of got plans for this. The good thing is, if I get this up and running okay, and I've got any plans to do anything on that engine, for example, or any of the others, I can just plonk this one in as a makeshift engine, and it will get me by. So that's what this is sort of going to be at the moment, an engine to use if I need it. So yeah, that's what's going on in the shed. Like I said, I have made another purchase. And actually, I can show you a few bits now, if you just bear with me. This come along with my new purchase. It's all the bits, actually. I might as well tell you what it is. It's another Puch. I have a third Puch, but this one is all in bits. But there is some, it's had work done to this. It's actually got an engine that's got the 70cc kit on it and got the big carb on it and everything. The frame's been stripped back down. It's not that type of frame. It's the end frame without the shock absorber, which I wanted, and I want that to be a real customised sort of job. I know the colours I want for that, but I'll go into that when I show you the frame, which won't be in this video because it's in the house of all places. But I'll just go for a few things. There's sort of cables there. The person's thrown quite a lot of money into it, actually. There's a couple of receipts here. One's €91. Another one's €126. The engine, I don't know how much that must have had spent on it. The frame is all stripped down, so that saves me some work. It come with some EBR shocks as well. Come with like a brace that fits across from there to there, like an EBR brace. Come with mag wheels. And it comes with a V5 already on historic, so that is all sorted. But I think I've had 12 owners. I think that one's had 2. 12 owners, that's a lot, but there you go. We've got, and that new switch I said about, so I could use that on there if I really need to. And yeah, I don't know how far I'll go into here, but that's like the peg set. So you don't have to have pedals, because if you've got 70 you shouldn't have to have pedals. New brake pads, brake shoes, new levers. I won't totally go, I'll lay all this out and show you better. The old forks are in there as well. That is like the back thing to hold the number plate with a little light on it and everything. So, oh yeah, there's a new sort of headset for the forks around and there. So yeah, you spent a fair bit of money on this. It wasn't cheap. I'm not going to go into what it cost me, but it yeah, I wanted one, so I thought, why not? I'll just buy myself a third Puch. But I do plan for that to be it now. If I saw one cheap, yeah, I'd buy one, put it on the road and sell it. But for me, I'm going to have what I want. This one, this one's the S because it's got the shocks. So I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to customize this one with that orange. I think it will look good like that. And silver one, like I said, stay the same. And this one will be, yeah, totally customized. It will look the business. Basically, it will look like a motorized BMX, really, in a way, because it will just be the frame. It'll have the mag wheels, but it won't have mud guards. It'll have where are they? Oh, these come with the other one. It'll have these style handlebars. There is some drop ones as well, but I don't really like them much. So yeah, it should look the part, but I'm not sure when that's going to get done because I want to get some of these other things done first. So it will like I said, I'll be working on the Yamaha, and then once the silver Puch is done and all the brand new parts come, it should be pretty easy. The engine's the biggest job on that. The V5 come for the Yamaha. I've got that, so that's good. So that can be sorted, and I've got no registration problems on that. Let me just turn you around a minute and we'll just have a final chat. Yeah, the Yamaha, yeah, no problem with the V5 for that. It all got sent back, all okay. The Lambretta, though, I had an issue with that. Well, they say I had an issue. I couldn't find where the issue was, and I contacted the person I bought it from because he imported it, and he couldn't find the issue with it. It was to do with the Nova. That's to do with registering it for tax, VAT, whatever import charges, etc, etc. And that was all done. I bought it with all that in place and with a dating certificate, so all I had to really do was fill the V55 form in, which actually he sent as well, pre-filled in, apart from the bits I had to do. I had to be 2 utility bills, sent that, photocopying my passport. What else was there? I did send photos. They said you didn't have to, but I sent photos of the engine number and the VIN number and everything on it. And they sent it back and said the Nova doesn't match a make and model. So I thought that's odd, because I checked for everything again. And I checked for it loads of times before I sent it off, and checked for it since, and everything matched up. The person I bought it from, he contacted HMRC. They said everything was done, and they said Nova was secure on that model. Everything tallied up, every single thing. The only thing I found in the end was on the rejection letter I got back from DVLA. They'd put the model of the scooter, the reference at the top, they'd put it as a 125L13 and then the number after it. But it should be 125LI3, then the number after it. So I think they've mixed the ones and the I up. If they typed that in and put that through, I don't know how they work their systems, but if they put that through and sent it through, it wouldn't match up because that 1 and the I would make the difference. And they're really picky at DVLA. So I've just sent that off again today, and with just a letter pointing all that out. And I've got an email I got from the person I bought it from, the importer. He sent it to me as well. So I've given a little bit more evidence, and hopefully everything should come back okay with that. So it's just a waiting game, but that could be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks. I think then once about about 6 odd weeks, I think the Yamaha did. I sent the Lambretta one first, and yeah, they come back about a week before that one. And then I sent that off. But yeah, that's good to have that one registered. So my work on that one now is I want to try and put lights on it. I want to try and put the speedo on it. I've already done some work on that. What else was there? I've still got to change the sprocket and all that to put on it. So yeah, I'll be getting on to work with that soon. But I can get out and about if I want to go on a 2-wheel engine thing. I've got the purple Puch there. So yeah, things are moving on. Sorry you've had to miss some of that over the last month or so, but the iPad was doing my head and I tried everything to try and get round it without losing the videos I've done and everything. But there wasn't much I could do in the end. It was just stopping me doing anything on it really. So yeah, I restored it, but at least it's restored back to factory settings, so it's like a new iPad now. And what else has been going on? Nothing on the vehicles because the weather hasn't been great. What else? Oh, I bought another part for the T4 engine. Just an oil pickup pipe. Because what my plans are, I might have said before, but what my plans are is to try and get the engine home and sort the whole engine out without interfering with my engine. Because when you do the conversion from a TD, from a turbo diesel to a TDI, you need a few parts off the old engine, which I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to take all that apart. I wanted the other engine sitting there ready to go in more or less as soon as the other one comes out. So I've just bought the other bits, like the new, not new sump, but I bought a sump. I bought the pickup pipe, bought gaskets and some other bits and pieces. So I should be able to build the engine before the other one even has to start coming out. So that was my plan. Wiring loom's done. There will be a video on that soon. I'd like to get on with that one quite soon, to be honest, because I want my unit to be usable, because I have future plans which I'll need that space, and the unit isn't massive, but it is the space to put one vehicle in and work and do stuff around it. So yeah, quite frustrating at the moment, because the thing is I'm out work quite a lot with the gardening. You need money, and you need your money you need to live, and then if you want to do the projects, I've either got to come out here and do a mower to try and sell it to sort of try to help fund the projects, or do that a little bit extra work so I've got that money to help the projects, and yeah, and also keep Laura happy with me spending the money. So yeah, it's a balancing act really. So but I am trying to work so I get Fridays off, so that gives me an extra day. I had today off, it's Friday today, so I had the day off. Yeah, I didn't get much done really though, but yeah, went to town and I sent the letter off for the Lambretta. I did that. It was one thing. I had to go to the bank and do some various other bits. So yeah, so that's about where we're at really. So yeah, I'm back. I'm not sure how the video is going to go at the moment, but I do plan to get in the shed a lot more now. My days are getting a little bit more settled and weeks are getting a bit more settled, so I know exactly what I've got to do every week now. It's not like we take on many one-off jobs really at the moment. It's just regular, so I know exactly really, apart from weather putting me out, how things are going to go. But oh yeah, and in between time I did help my dad take out a gearbox of Land Rover Discovery. So yeah, that was a bit of bit of nostalgia really, because I used to work on cars with him years ago and we sort of hadn't done it much for a long time. But that was the story. He bought, I'll just tell you that before I go, because this video is going on a little bit now. He bought a Discovery. So my dad's got this habit of he'll look at something and it might be a decent Discovery that I bought would be about £2,500, 3,000 sort of price, but he'll see one and he'll say spares or repair, and he'll go in his head thinking, oh, that's cheap, can't be much wrong with it. Well, this one he bought it blind actually, and the clutch was gone. Well, that's what he was told. So yeah, he got it picked up and got it back, and actually nice example, runs well and everything, but yeah, it wouldn't do nothing when you put it in gear, nothing at all. So he didn't fancy doing the job himself, so he knows someone down in town, and he said to do the gearbox. Well, when he got the gearbox out, the shaft on the end, the main shaft, was just wiggling around like that. So basically the gearbox had it, and but then he spoke to someone, the bloke who was doing it for him. He knew someone else that might have one that was rusted out, so but mechanically it was okay. So my dad bought that, but he had to get the gearbox out himself to take it to the person doing the gearbox for him. See what I mean? So he needed a hand, so heavy work. The transfer box had to come off, and all the props and everything. But it wasn't too bad, apart from being underneath it. He'd got it up nice and high, but apart from getting rubbish in my eye, bits of rust in it. I don't miss that. I remember that back from when I was a teenager. I was always getting bits in my eye being underneath cars. I haven't done it much in recent years, so yeah. But yeah, quite enjoyed it. But the smell of that gearbox oil, oh, that is horrible. But we didn't actually leak hardly any, but you just get that whiff around. Even if it didn't drop on your clothes, your clothes still smell of it. It's sort of taken. I hate that gearbox oil. But yeah, we did that. So hopefully that the gearbox is with the bloke now. So yeah, I'll show you when it's up and running. Actually, that's something I will do. I've never told my family I've got a YouTube channel yet, but it'll be time to break that news soon. I think I wanted this channel to be at 1,000 before that happened, but we shall see. But anyway, I might do it discreetly, we'll see. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to leave the video there. Oh yeah, and welcome to all you new subscribers, because I've actually, since my channel's been off, I think I've picked up about 20 subs, so it hasn't done bad since I've not put much up. But yeah, stick around because there'll be plenty more coming. We are edging, yeah, actually, thinking about it, I'm 2/3 of the way up to 1,000 now. So just before Christmas I weren't even 1/3 up to 1,000. I think I only had 274 or something, so it is building. And to be honest, the break has actually worked out quite well because I've got a lot of things sorted, like I said, with the videos all building up. Now I'm basically got a clean slate and I can start the videos from scratch and try and save them and delete them. Oh, and also I bought a new hard drive purposely to save my YouTube videos on as well, because I usually just delete them, but if my channel went down I'd lose them. But I'm not gonna save all the ones I've already put up, but I will do from now on. So yeah, I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching, and I'll be along with another video again soon. So bye for now.